Does Girona live up to the hype? Hi, I'm Jen from UK Bike Fit, and this week we're out here in Girona scouting out all the best routes for you for our training camp coming up in spring 2025. I've also spent heaps of time out here over the years when I was training full-time as a triathlete. So today we're going to be answering the question of, do we think Girona lives up to the hype, and why has it become such a mecca for cyclists with so many of the pros choosing to call it home? Well, the short answer is yes, if you can't be bothered to watch the rest of this video. However, there's a number of factors that we think makes Girona so great, which we're going to dive into in the rest of this video. First up, we've got the most important one for cyclists, which are the roads. The terrain out here is incredible. You've got everything from the mountains of the Pyrenees to the coast roads of the Costa Bravo, and plenty of flat routes as well. So whatever your training calls for, you can pretty much do it outside and straight from your door. The road surface is also far better than the UK. It isn't too difficult, but you won't have any of the potholes you have to contend with there. And finally, the roads are also super quiet once you're outside of the city. You'll have stretches and stretches where you don't see any cars, and you don't have to worry about having to contend with traffic when you've got an important session to complete. Some of the notable routes out here are the climb of Els Angels, which is 11k long and an average gradient of 4%. You'll probably also have heard of Roca Corba, which is 10k long and an average of 7%. You've also got the really beautiful roads around the Costa Bravo, which are easily accessible from Girona, as well as, if you've got a short, sharp session to do, some nice flat routes around to Banyoles Lake, which has got some great coffee stops along the way as well. Next up, we have the weather. Coming from the UK, you'll know that a large majority of the year it's cold and wet and windy. Out here in Spain, it's mostly sunny and dry conditions year round, which makes it so much easier to get out on your bike and not have to spend as much time inside on your turbo, working away, looking at a wall, or maybe even Zwift, which isn't as exciting as being outside. During the winter, it can still get quite chilly in the mornings and evenings, but most days it's sunny and bright, and it soon warms up into double digits, and you can ride around in your shorts most of the year. Another factor is the cycling culture. Girona lives and breathes cycling, with many of the pros choosing to call it home. This has also drawn in lots more amateur level cyclists and triathletes who just want to have a better quality of life and spend more time outside riding their bike. With access to major airports and the European racing scene, it's a logical choice for the pros from America, Australia and other parts of the Southern Hemisphere to call it home. Once the pros are here, that obviously draws in more amateur level cyclists and triathletes that also want to enjoy these incredible training roads and start to call this place home. Whatever your level or ability, there's always someone here for you to go out for a ride with, and there's plenty of group rides meeting weekly. This has helped turn Girona into the cycling capital that it is today. All of this is great, but another few things that are just as important to cyclists are food and, of course, coffee. Girona has no shortage of amazing places to get a coffee, and also really delicious, healthy food that will help you both fuel and recover from all your training. In comparison to many other cities around Europe, the food and coffee here is considerably more affordable, meaning you can save your money to spend more of it on your bikes and kit that you need. So, does Girona live up to the hype? Well, we 100% think that it does, and that's why we're choosing to run a training camp out here in the spring of 2025. So if you're interested in enjoying all these points that I've spoken about on the video and living life like a pro for a week, then please feel free to get in touch with us via our social media or our website to find out more.